Joining us now to discuss what's going on, our military analyst, retired Lieutenant Colonel Rick Francona, and former California Democratic Congresswoman and president of the Woodrow Wilson International Center for Scholars, Jane Harman. The killing of Jihadi John, assuming he's dead, Jane, the victory in Sinjar, those are significant developments, but I don't think we necessarily have to go overboard and say it's turning the tide.
I agree. It's too early to put the banner that says mission accomplished on top of the aircraft carrier. And in Sinjar, they have to hold it. It's not just win the fight. The Yazidis come from there, so hopefully they'll stay on the ground, but they weren't the dominant fighters. It was the Peshmerga who basically won the battle with our air cover. So I don't know.
Those are the Kurdish fighters, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know where this goes, and we still have to get Raqqa, Ramadi, and continue the raids, to quote Ash Carter.
Yeah, there's a lot of other stuff going on. Colonel, as you know, Sinjar important because it's on that road from Raqqa, the so-called capital of the Islamic State Caliphate, going all the way to Mosul, which they still control, the second largest city in Iraq, a city of some 2 million people. They've now controlled it for a couple years. No indications of the Iraqi military stepping up to the plate to try to retake that city. There's still a long battle ahead, right?
Oh, I think so. This would probably be one of the first steps, but it's very important, and I think this was important that they cut that supply line. Now, as the Congresswoman says, ISIS will probably try and retake Sinjar because that Route 47 that runs all the way from Raqqa, Deir ez-Zor, through Tel Afar into Mosul is their key supply line. Replicating that's going to be very, very difficult. So I think we're going to see more fighting there. And the city's not clear yet. Although ISIS has pulled back, there's still a lot of clearing they're going to have to do. And, of course, the city suffered tremendous damage from the Allied air bombing.
We'll see if the Peshmerga can hold on.
We're going to see more fighting there.
We'll see if the Peshmerga, the Kurdish fighters, can hold on to Sinjar. They're getting absolutely no support from the Iraqi military at all. They got other issues with them as well. How significant, Jane, is the apparent killing of Jihadi John, who was seen in all those videos beheading Americans and other hostages?
Big deal. Again, it's not confirmed. I think the CIA wants to make sure we don't know what the sources and methods were of finding him, and so they're reluctant to put out any proof, at least at this point, or whatever proof they know. But I don't think they'd be advertising this. The administration would if it weren't fairly certain.
Yeah, they're
anyway,
saying they're reasonably certain.
It's a big deal because he killed Americans, and he could obviously kill more. So stopping him personally matters, but it also sends a signal that we're out and looking for these guys. And he was probably the worst of the bunch as a Westerner.
But there are plenty of others out there, Rick Francona. Beyond Mohammed Emwazi, Jihadi John, as it's called, the Kuwaiti-born British citizen. He spoke English well. He had a flair, but there are a lot of others who can come right in and fill that gap.
Well, absolutely. And he really wasn't in the power structure of ISIS. He was the face of ISIS. He was that brutal face that we saw in all those, horrendous videos. But really, in the power structure, he wasn't, that important. So taking him out won't really change the battle on the ground, but it sure sends a message. It brings some justice to the families, and it does put a lot of the ISIS leaders on notice that we will not only have the capability to come get you, but we actually have the willingness to do so.
You see a more assertive U.S. military posture, Jane, unfolding right now, including more so-called boots on the ground?
You bet, and I love it. But we're not going to win this militarily, to quote John Kerry for the 400th time. We're going to win it diplomatically. And what I like even better is that the meeting in Vienna of all the relevant parties, including the Iranians, the Egyptians, the Saudis, and others, will continue this weekend. There has to be a diplomatic solution, and I'm betting, even though there are some arguments against it, that Russia and Egypt will redouble efforts after their huge embarrassment in the Sinai.
And it was 224 people were aboard that plane as well.
Exactly.
Jane Harman, thanks very much. Rick Francona, thanks to you as well.